Good evening, you're now with me, Handy Gui, for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. Sarawak launches the 2030 Sustainability Blueprint, a strategic document serving as the foundation for the region's shift towards a green economy. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim says that he has not yet contemplated a cabinet reshuffle. And in world news, the U.S. federal court blocks most of Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs from going into effect. Ya, isi tutup. A total of 151 recipients today were conferred various state awards and honours at the Grand Hall of Astana Negeri Sarawak. The awards were presented by Sarawak Governor Tun Bahin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar.
Leading the recipients of the Johan Bintang Sarawak Award were Pemancar Roshidi Junai, Sarawak Australia Business Chamber President Roger Chan Siong Bo, and Bintulu Port CEO Ruslan Abdul Ghani. Meanwhile, Yusip Nosh Balo was the sole recipient of the Johan Bintang Kenyala. The ceremony also saw the conferral of the Pingat Perkhidmatan Cemerlang, with 4 recipients honored, including Sharifah Rohana Datu Wan Alwi, Catherine Ridu, and Dolhadi Mazuki. 2 individuals were awarded the Bronze Pingat Perwira Negeri, Nehemia Bonal Pantulusang and Nora Ibrahim, daughter of the late Ibrahim Saili, in recognition of their bravery and sacrifices in service to the people. Meanwhile, 9 individuals received the Pegawai Bintang Sarawak, including Tanjung Datu Assemblyman Azizul Anwar Adenan, Serembu Assemblyman Miro Simo, and Sarawak Metro CEO Mazli Mustafa. 18 individuals were awarded the Pingat Perkhidmatan Bakti, while the Pingat Perkhidmatan Terpuji was presented to 37 recipients. The ceremony was also honoured by the presence of the Sarawak Governor's wife, Tuan Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi, and other dignitaries.
Now, Sarawak makes history as the first in Malaysia to launch its 2030 Sustainability Blueprint, a strategic document serving as the foundation for the region's shift towards a green economy. The blueprint was officially launched by Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Obeng at the 2025 Asia Carbon Conference held earlier today at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching.
Put together by the Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability, the blueprint outlines 10 strategic pillars, 48 detailed strategies, and 111 action plans aimed at driving an inclusive and progressive green economy transformation.
The Sarawak Sustainability Blueprint 2030 encompasses every facet of our sustainability agenda, designed to integrate green principles into the very fabric of our society and economy. It outlines Sarawak's commitment to accelerating the renewable energy transition, advancing carbon capture and storage, enhancing forest and land conservation, promoting green industries and investments, building sustainable cities through circular economy practices, and developing a future-ready workforce through education, skills, and research.
Abang Johari emphasized this holistic approach as a strategic step for Sarawak to become a regional leader in green initiatives, in line with this year's ASEAN theme of inclusivity and sustainability under Malaysia's chairmanship. He also expressed Sarawak's readiness to share expertise and serve as a model for other ASEAN countries in achieving sustainable growth and tackling climate change.
Sarawak is open for business, and more importantly, Sarawak is open for collaboration. We extend a sincere invitation to partners, investors, innovators, and like-minded nations to join us on this exciting and vital journey.
Meanwhile, the Sarawak government is earmarking a special fund to send local Sarawakian journalists abroad for executive training as part of the ongoing efforts to enhance professionalism and quality of journalism in the state. Abang Johari announced the initiative as a gesture of appreciation for journalists' role in delivering accurate and ethical information.
Saya bersama dengan rakan-rakan saya dan juga barisan pimpinan mengucapkan selamat menyambut bagi wartawan, dan saya telah mempunyai program untuk membantu para wartawan sama dengan Dola Saidol. Saya telah arahkan kerana tahun lepas saya telah memberitahu kita juga akan menghantarkan wartawan yang ada latar belakang untuk kita hantar di luar negara untuk satu eksekutif program.
Abang Johari also said the program aims not only to provide international exposure but also to improve writing quality and inject fresh ideas and approaches into news reporting.
Saya sudah bersedia kalau kita boleh beri free education, sudah tentu saya ada peruntukan untuk mengantarkan wartawan untuk eksekutif program. Tapi kita mesti bersama dengan badan kita pun Journalist Association, kita kerjasama kerana dia mesti ada proses siapa yang dihantar, apakah qualification untuk kita.
Sarawak remains resolute in its commitment to pursuing healthcare autonomy. This was said by Sarawak Deputy Premier and Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Dr. Amar Dr. Sim Kuihyant, who emphasised that autonomy is crucial for Sarawak to effectively plan, develop and manage healthcare services tailored to the state's unique needs.
He explained that Sarawak cannot rely solely on the existing federal system, as federal funding is allocated based on population percentage, which often puts the state at a disadvantage. He said that although Sarawak receives only about 8% of the federal healthcare budget, the state government continues to invest and make efforts independently.
We need 17 billion. So, but then the way that they funded it is they funded it according to the population. That's why we always got left out. Because they forgot when we contribute the money to Malaysia, right? They never say contribute by population. You know? But when they give it back to us, right? They say you got 8% population, so you get 8%. I wish that 8% of what we contribute, right? Then the rest we can help ourselves.
According to Dr. Sim, Sarawak has the right to claim healthcare autonomy under Article 95C of the Federal Constitution and the Malaysia Agreement 1963, which clearly permit the state to manage its own healthcare through legislation by the State Legislative Assembly. He added that one of the state's current priorities is the construction of the Sarawak Cancer Hospital, estimated to cost around 1 billion ringgit. However, he noted that the hospital's capacity should ideally be expanded to 300 beds instead of the 200 beds planned at the national level, as it will be the only cancer hospital in Sarawak. He also assured that if the federal government cannot complete the hospital within 5 years, Sarawak is ready and willing to take over the project's construction.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim announced that he has not yet considered a cabinet reshuffle. He said that in principle, Economy Minister Datuk Seri Rafizi Ramli and Minister of Natural Resources and Environmental Sustainability Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad, both of whom have tendered their resignations, are currently on leave and therefore cannot be replaced at this time.
Belum.
Ada cakap masa tak, Datuk?
Tak ada, dia orang masih cuti.
Tapi
Masih cuti, you tak boleh ganti masa orang cuti. Okay?
He said this to reporters after the monthly assembly with the staff of the Prime Minister's department earlier today. Yesterday, Rafizi and Nik Nazmi announced their resignations from the cabinet effective June 17th and July 4th, respectively, after failing to retain their respective positions as Deputy President and Vice President of Parti Keadilan Rakyat PKR in their party polls last week. In a statement yesterday, the Prime Minister's office confirmed that Anwar has approved their requests for annual leave following their resignations.
Meanwhile, Anwar stressed that ASEAN member countries must avoid making decisions that could harm their fellow members. Instead, he said that the ASEAN bloc should act as a united team to confront global challenges and uncertainties, despite some countries maintaining strong relations with other blocs.
Tiap-tiap negeri ada strategi masing-masing yang akan ada hubungan dua hala atau bilateral. Tetapi kita nak juga pertahankan kepentingan 650 juta. Dan jangan ada satu keputusan dibuat oleh Malaysia yang merugikan negeri lain. Atau yang dibuat oleh Vietnam yang merugikan negeri lain. Kita kerja pasukan.
Anwar added that member countries must also uphold humility and friendliness towards all, regardless of geographic or economic factors. He noted this was evident in the mutual understanding among member states when the process of admitting Timor-Leste as a full member is expected to be completed by October this year.
A U.S. federal court blocked most of Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs from going into effect, boosting markets today, even as the White House appealed against the decision by unelected judges. The opinion marks a significant setback to Trump as he bids to redraw the U.S. trading relationship with the world by forcing governments to the negotiating table through tough new tariffs.
Trump's global trade war has roiled financial markets with a stop-start rollout of import levies aimed at punishing economies that sell more to the U.S. than they buy. Trump argued that the resulting trade deficits and the threat posed by the influx of drugs constituted a national emergency that justified widespread tariffs. But the three-judge Court of International Trade ruled that Trump had overstepped his authority, barring most of the restrictions announced since he took office in January. The White House slammed the ruling, arguing that unelected judges have no right to weigh in on Trump's handling of the issue. Attorneys for the Trump administration promptly filed to appeal against the ruling. Trump unveiled sweeping import duties on most trading partners on April 2nd, at a baseline 10%, plus steeper levies on dozens of economies, including China and the European Union. The ruling also quashes duties that Trump imposed on Canada, Mexico, and China separately using emergency powers. Some of the turmoil was calmed after he paused the larger tariffs for 90 days and suspended other duties, pending negotiations with individual countries and blocs.
Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Handigui. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.